he thought that I made his film from a Volkswagen into a Rolls Royce. My first three films were all, autobiographical in a way. They're all based on. I think a lot of filmmakers do that because you can put your own, experiences in life into your films. And Junkyard was really based on a friendship in my youth with my best friend, and he was kind of neglected by his parents. And he became more and more criminal, and he started selling heroin and living in squatting places. I started smoking hashish and marijuana, weed, when I was 12. And when I was about 17, it turned into some kind of psychosis. And in Junkyard, I combined those two periods of my life into one story. I released Junkyard online, and I made sure that it got viral, by some channels. And what I hoped for happened while I was still in Berlin at the premiere. I think the Hollywood Reporter wrote about it, and they mentioned my name and Junkyard. So while I was still there, I got this email from Brett Morgan saying, "Hi Hisko, I'm a fan of your work, and I'm making a film about Kurt Cobain from Nirvana for Universal Pictures and HBO." And I wasn't a fan of Kurt Cobain very much, but I thought, well, Universal Pictures and HBO sounds very interesting. And then I had a phone call with Brett, and he told me that he had complete entrance to the heritage of Kurt Cobain because Courtney Love, his wife, was involved. And one of the best things he found was a tape called Montage of Heck, on which Kurt Cobain recorded himself making sound collages and telling stories. And one of those stories especially was very interesting. So he wanted to use it for the documentary, but it was like 7 minutes. You cannot show 7 minutes of sound without any image to it. So, and he had seen Junkyard, and he thought that I had the same kind of sensibility, like the gritty, dark kind of atmosphere and the realism, and he thought it would fit those segments. So that's why he approached me, and that's why I wanted to do it, because then I found out that Kurt Cobain was actually a very interesting guy. I mean, he was really he did a lot of creative stuff that people are not aware of. So it's really about his creativity and of course about the way how he messed up his life, which is another part of the film. I hired about 25 people to make this animation, and Brett was very nervous about it because he couldn't control me enough because I was here in Amsterdam and he was in Los Angeles. And then at some point they had like an audience test screening, and they had this questionnaire, about 100 people, and he asked them not to say anything about the animation because it was not finished yet. And still, most of the audience said that they liked the animation the most of the whole film. So that suddenly he was more enthusiastic. And then when the film was finished, he actually told me that he thought that I made his film from a Volkswagen into a Rolls Royce.